Season number 9 of the Gatorade Cup Series is ready to kick off here at the Daytona International Speedway as we get ready for the non-points race, the Clash, for season number 9. 20 drivers, no points on the line. These drivers want to go out and win this race here tonight. It's going to be a fun race. We'll see which of these 20 drivers is victorious at the end of this 16-lap event. Mathis Wells in the 18 has the pole for tonight's race. Who's outside is past Clash winner, the 9 of Jeff Bright. Then third we have Sebastian Kukulon, fourth is Jonathan Rains, and rounding out the top 5 we have Roman Fenway. Then last season's champion Max Anderson in 6th. 7th place we have Joe Jefferson, then Jay Jefferson who's outside in 8th. 9th place we have Trey Rainey and Matt Godden rounding out the top 10. The rest of the field is Oliver Galloway to his inside is Adam McDowell. Then we have TJ Hanley with Griffin Lynn, along with Derek Campbell and Alexander Rowe. Then there's Alex Fletcher and Anthony Charlebois, along with Code Luigi and Anthony Hernandez. Those are the 20 cars to do battle here for 16 laps at the Daytona International Speedway, 2.5 miles under the lights. 16 laps, let's go down track side. Get the command to fire these engines up for the first race of the Gatorade Cup Series Season 9. This is approximately half of what we will see in the field for the Daytona 500 in a few days. Except these drivers have nothing to lose. No points on the line. They're just coming out here to win this race. They only want the trophy. No points awarded, only a trophy and a paycheck. As all these drivers are here racing for 16 laps at Daytona under the lights. The Clash for Season 9 going to kick off the Gatorade Cup Series season on the right foot. Mathis Wells back in the 18 trying to win a Clash. Jeff Bright trying to win his second Clash. Then you have last season's champion Max Anderson trying to get back to the glory he saw last season. And Griffin Lynn returned to the Gatorade Cup Series after missing a few races at the end of last season. Pace car to pit road. 16 laps. Wells steps on the gas. We're green at Daytona for the Clash of Season 9. Lap 1, led by the 13 Roman Fenway, but it was not a clean lap at all. There were 4 white bouncing off each other. Max Harrison was sideways with Jay Jefferson and Jeff Bright in the middle of 3 and 4, but was able to save his car, keep it straight. They raced to turn 1, 3 wide back in the pack as Joe Jefferson clears for the lead. Adam McDowell is second, and Griffin Lynn back in the 7 car up to third. And then looking to get back to the championship ways from a few seasons ago back in Season 6. Up to the middle lane he goes. To the inside comes Alexander Rowe. Staying clear as Adam McDowell in the 22 as they race up to turn number 3. First time to full speed over 190 miles an hour. And 3 wide throughout the pack. The front 2 single files. Joe Jefferson and Adam McDowell as they come off turn 4. They stay single file. Moving up back there is Alexander Rowe going along the bottom lane to the 72 of Alex Fletcher. But cannot take advantage of that. Gets in line in 4th. TJ Hanley the 23. Another Gatorade Cup Series champion. Up inside the top 5. He goes 3 wide to get to 4th. And his last season's champion Max Anderson right behind. Those are the last 2 champions of the Gatorade Cup Series right there. Nose to tail. 23 and 12. Rowe for a peak for second, but the outside lane, the 22 getting the draft off the 31. Now he's getting a slingshot to the inside. He's going to the middle lane. Adam McDowell using the draft well to get down front of the 00. Getting the draft from Alexander Rowe to get beside Joe Jefferson. And they stay side by side through 3 and 4. Adam McDowell clears to get to the race lead with Alexander Rowe in second, TJ Hanley for third on Joe Jefferson, looking 4 wide further back. Griffin Lynn gets down to the middle lane. The 51 Trey Rainey lets him in line. McDowell leads to the wall back there. A few cars do get into the wall through the tri-oval. We do keep it straight. We do keep it green. I don't think these drivers are very used to these Jet 6 cars because the season off of them went back to a car with more downforce. These cars have very small spoiler. They are very slippery. They have to get used to these again. That's why these drivers are very happy they're racing in this race. They're going to get used to the handling of these Jet 6 cars faster than some of these other drivers that maybe were in the Gatorade Cup Series last season and dealt with those Jet 5 cars that are more aerodynamic and have a lot more downforce. See, 3 wides, the front 2 pull away. But this 3 wide is not safe. We normally say Daytona 3 wide, you can normally do it 4 wide is the breaking point. But with these race cars and how slippery they are, I can see the ride being an issue throughout speed weeks. As for the lead, Alexander to the inside of Adam McDowell. Rowe to the inside, will take it to turn 1. Behind coming forward, the 32 is Derek Hamill down the bottom lane. 78 of Jay Jefferson forcing his way forward. The 4, Jonathan Raines down the inside as well. Rowe clears, moves up to get in front of Adam McDowell down the backstretch. McDowell now using that draft to see he get another run to get to the inside of the 00. I think he's stuck up there. He can't move down. Jay Jefferson, a big push on the inside lane, moves to second position. 78 looking pretty fast here. But here comes the 4, Jonathan Raines, the 6 of Oliver Galloway. And then Hendrick Motorsports teammates, the 9, Jeff Bright, the 48, Anthony Hernandez. 78 to block, the 4 to the bottom. Raines, 3 wide to the inside, 11 to go in the clash. And leading is the 00 up at the 4, the inside lane, as they go to turn number 1. Raines inside, and the number 4. He'll take the top spot away as he clears Jay Jefferson now, the 6 of Oliver Galloway. The 9 of Jeff Bright. Jeff, the winningest driver in the Joe Rutt League history. Looking for win number 24. Here tonight, shuffling, look at the 32, Derek Hamill top to bottom, to go 3 wide on Jeff Bright by the 9, try to get down in front of him. He couldn't, the 32 stayed down there. Forward, first and second as it's Jonathan Raines and Oliver Galloway. Now Derek Hamill, another forward, breaks his way inside the top 3, 32 to third. Moves up in front of the 9, Jeff Bright's going to try and get down lane, look, right there, he got a good run, got in line. So now Jeff Bright to 4th, Hanley through the middle lane, gets to 5th. Hernandez really slowed the inside lane. He's going to fall back, allowing Jay Jefferson to the inside lane. Bright looking to get that spot back for Hamill, but couldn't get it done there. He gets back up in line and behind that 32. And Oliver Galloway doing a great job just staying there behind the 4, but it's going to cost him as Derek Hamill to the inside, allowing though the 6 to get the draft out the 4. Galloway can get back clear and try and get a run at the 4. Jonathan Raines, he's going to stay clear. Look at Jay Jefferson, look at 3-1 to 78. Couldn't get there. Blocking is the 32 Hamill. But Jefferson is on the inside lane as Jeff Bright moves high. But the 9 doing a great job with no help. He's all alone at the top side. Hanley going to try and come and save him. Jefferson looking 3 wide for Thursday at the tri-oval. Gets back in line behind Hamill again. But it's not helping Hamill with the 70 keep peeking low on him. The 9 keeps staying side by side. They're not getting clear. It's allowing those front 2 to just control this race. These drivers have to get clear at some point, but Hamill cannot do it. The 70 keeps trying to pass him. And Jeff Bright with no help is staying beside. Hamill clear as they move down the backstretch. Jay Jefferson moves up the 78, allowing TJ Hanley in the 23. Look at Roman Fenway trying to just catch the draft. Any sniff of the draft he can catch. Jay Jefferson now side by side with Jeff Bright. Hamill who tries to join the Fords up front. Side by side for 4th is Jay Jefferson inside, Jeff Bright outside. 2 veterans of the Gatorade Cup Series. They've been in since season number 2. Both trying to win the clash here in season number 9. Cross flags for the race leaders halfway in the clash. Leading is 3 Fords of Jonathan Raines, Oliver Galloway, Derek Hamill. Now Hamill comes low for that second position on Galloway to turn number 1. He is there. Derek Hamill side by side with Oliver Galloway. He'll grab the second position. 3 wide, Jeff Bright forced to the top side. Downloads to 78, Jay Jefferson helping the 32 out. Down the back stretch. Here comes Sebastian Kukulon, the one we haven't talked about him at all this race. He's moving his way forward with the 18 Mathis Wells, who was our pole sitter. Jefferson keeps it beside Hamill to turn number 3. Side by side for second. Jonathan Raines, the 4, inside lane, pulling ahead. But do you want to get that far out in front here at Daytona? They will run you down. This pack of hungry drivers all wanting this trophy here tonight. Jefferson trying to get down front of Roman Fenway to keep the second position. 7 to go here in the clash. Fenway a peek. He gets to the inside, but took too long. Kukulon takes it 3 wide in the 1. Sebastian Kukulon, number 1 car. Trying to be number 1 here tonight at Daytona. Now moving up allows Pulsar Mathis Wells come to the inside. In the 18 with Joe Jefferson, the 31. Matt Godden, the 41, coming forward as well. Here comes Wells, a big push to turn 3. Can he get beneath the 4? He couldn't. But he's right there now in the back bumper. Jonathan Rains. He got a big push from Joe Jefferson. We see the runs that these drivers are getting in the draft. They come down the front stretch. 6 laps to go at the start-finish line. Joe Jefferson side draft off the 18 and then moves back down to the bottom lane. Joe Jefferson trying to get help from Chevy behind Sebastian Kukulon. Here comes the 1 to help the 31. Joe Jefferson going to get clear for second. Sebastian Kukulon trying to do the same for third. Now, Rains leads 2 Chevrolets down the backstretch, but the 1 breaks low. Joe Jefferson staying in line with the 4 of Jonathan Rains. Try to get the draft to get the run to get by him. Here he comes to the inside. Break down low in front of the 1. Joe Jefferson, Jonathan Rains side by side to turn number 3. Jefferson the advantage. Now Kukulon through the second gets a great run to the 31 because they were side by side in front. Oh, Hanley, Luigi, sideways. They save their cars back up in line. They're below the WL line. They stay straight. We stay green. 5 to go. Yellow flag would end it here in the clash. Joe Jefferson wants that to happen. He's out front. No one contesting him. Matt on the 41. That's Joe Jefferson's old ride at Stewart-Haas. Jefferson trying to hold off the Stewart-Haas racing ride that he once was in a few seasons ago. Here comes to the bottom lane Derek Hamill with Jeff Bright, Griffin Lynn, TJ Hanley. And then you have Cole Luigi, and then you have Max Anderson. That inside lane is a ton of championships. Jeff Bright, Lynn, Hanley, Luigi, Anderson. 5 championships down on that inside lane here in the Gatorade Cup Series. Coming to 4 to go. Jeff Bright looking for win number 24. To do it in the Clash would be his second Clash triumph. He last did it in season number 4. His last Gatorade Cup Series points-paying victory came all the way back in season 6. Possibly, the reports were that he had lost it, that the old man had lost it. Trying to regain former glories on the back bumper. Joe Jefferson down the backstretch. Here he comes to the bottom. He has a run, but does he have the run to keep it there is the question. Will it stall out? Can the 31 get back by? Jeff Bright keeps it down there. Hanley going to be this pusher. Coming to 3 to go. Lynn stays high with the 31. No one really has the help. The 9's going to get a great run off turn 4 right here. Joe Jefferson will fight back in the outside with the help from the 7. Down the front stretch, tri-oval. 9 of Jeff Bright, the start-finish line. 3 to go at Daytona. Here comes TJ Hanley in the 23 with the 72 of Alex Fletcher. The 31 powering back ahead on the top side. The 9 now is the help finally from the 23. They are dead even through 1 and 2. The 9 of Jeff Bright down low with TJ Hanley in the 23. They race down the backstretch. Jeff Bright trying to clear Joe Jefferson. Moves to the middle lane. Wells to the middle with him. Hanley 3 wide to the bottom of the 23. At the front, 3 wide to the point comes TJ Hanley. Turn 3, help from Alex Fletcher. Coming to 2 to go here at Daytona. Alex Fletcher, second. Derek Hamill, try to get to third, but the inside lane a little tight there. Jeff Bright, a good run in the middle lane. Help from Mathis Wells. Can he get clear in time? 2 to go at Daytona. Bright's going to be clear. I think the 9, he has a good run. Can he bring Wells with him is the question. Jeff Bright clear to turn number 1. Gets down for the 72. Derek Hamill, Cole Luigi, and then the teammates of Max Anderson and Adam McDowell looking to find a way forward. But it's Hanley and Jeff Bright that are pulling away from the field. Down the back stretch. Right to the inside lane, the 9 car. Beside the 23. No further forward. Here comes Fletcher in the 72, 3 wide. He's going to get to third. White flag this time by in the Season 9 Gatorade Cup Series Clash. If they make it to the start-finish line, we will come back around no matter what. Off turn 4. They're going to make it to the start-finish line. Fletcher moves up in the 72. White flag. Last lap in the Clash. Jeff Bright leads in the 9. The winningest Gatorade Cup Series driver. The winningest driver in all of the Joe League. Looking for another win in a non-points race. They go through 1 and 2. Jeff Bright pulling ahead. No help behind. Down the back stretch, 3 wide for the back. They're trying to shuffle each other out. Fletcher's no help in the 72. Hamill and Wells are as close up with their side-by-side. Backstretch, 18 push from the 7. Try to get to the 72 to turn number 3 for the final time. This is Jeff Bright's race. They're trying to lay back and get the run off turn 4, but they might be too late to do it. Off turn number 4 for the old man, Jeff Bright. Season 6 was his last Gatorade Cup Series win. He'll do it here in the Clash. The non-points race goes to Jeff Bright. He wins for the second time in the Clash. How about that? Jeff Wright, number 24 in the Joe Rutt League, and he extends that league win count. My goodness, the 9. Jeff Wright, unbeatable here tonight as he wins the season number 9 clash here at Daytona over Mathis Wells, who started on pole, and Alex Fletcher. As we look at the finishing results, there they were: Fletcher, Wells, Hamill, Lynn, Godden, Raines, Hanley, Joe Jefferson, and Kukla on the top 10. Then Luigi, Anderson, Fenway, Galloway, McDowell, Rowe, Rainey, Charlebois, Jay Jefferson, and Anthony Hernandez round out the 20-car field. A great race, a great exhibition race to kick off the Gatorade Cup Series season number 9. Join us the next few days. Daytona 500 qualifying, the Duels at Daytona, the Pennzoil Truck Series race at Daytona, the Target Series race at Daytona, and of course the Daytona 500 to end out speed weeks. Can Jeff Wright try and sweep and win his duel along with the Daytona 500? We saw Anthony Charlebois last season when the Clash and the Duels could not complete the sweep. So can Jeff Wright do more of the same this season? We'll find out as we have Daytona 500 qualifying coming up next here in the Gatorade Cup Series. I thank you guys for watching the Gatorade Cup Series season number 9 Clash. I'll see you guys for the next races.